on YouTube. Making this video for the simple reason I'm gonna demonstrate you guys the PTO on these trucks, how it works, where the sensors are located, pistons, what makes the mechanism work, what do you need in order for it to work, and some tips and tricks about what can you do if your sensor is not touching the metal behind, where it's supposed to touch, what the potential things you can do to bypass it, so you don't have to go to a mechanic. You can just do it yourself. Put a piece of aluminum foil, if you find a soda can or anything metal on the floor, you can just attach it to it in between the crevices from the sensor to where the sensor touches. And but yeah, let's get to it. And if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification on top and leave a comment. I love comments. All right, let's get to it. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna start from the outside. These right here are the bottles for the forks. They open and close the forks. This is the other one. Right here is the sensor for the forks. That's what tells the PTO if they're open or closed. Right here are the sensor for the arms, if they're up and down. These two sensors right here. That's the other bottle for the arms, to move them up and down. Right here is the PTO pump. That's the pump. That's what makes all this stuff, the hydraulics system, work. And this is the other bottle for the arms, so they can move up and down. That's the sensor right here for the access door behind the blade. Back here is the sensor for the tailgate. Right there. Now, in case one day you guys are loaded and this door pushes backwards because you have so much trash inside the truck that is moving this door, and this sensor right here doesn't make contact with this metal here, you could squeeze a piece of metal here, aluminum foil or one of those soda cans. You could put in the crevices here, and that will bypass that sensor on your PTO in the front, and that will take the alarm, that alarm going off on your system. Right here inside this, mostly of these trucks, they have it in between the cab and the body. But right inside here is the computers, the air system, and a bunch of other stuff that makes the PTO work. Actually, right here is the hydraulic tank. That's where all these hydraulic oil is held at. Right back here, as you guys can see, that's the other bottle. This is the one that opens up this tailgate and closes it. This other side is the other one. Right here. It goes all the way up and down. Now I'm gonna go up the stairs right here, and I'm gonna show you guys the top door, where the bottle and where the sensor is at. Stay with me. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna climb up this ladder right here, and I'm gonna show you guys the top door, where the sensor is at, and the bottle for the hydraulic system. I'm gonna show you guys. Give me a second. All right, guys, that's the sensor right there for the top door, and that's the bottle that opens and closes this door. All right, guys, now I'm gonna go inside that crevices right here, and I'm gonna show you where the bottles are and the sensor for the blade. Now this door, you only close this whenever you're loading. You're heading towards where you gonna dump the trash. That prevents any trash from getting airborne from there and landing on cars on the highway. So that's why we have a top door. Now, another thing, if this sensor is being triggered and the metal is not reaching the sensor, you could always put that a magnet or a piece of metal in between it, and that would override that faulty light you have on the PTO. The light and the bleeping noise on the PTO panel. All right. Alrighty, guys. Another thing I'm gonna point out is if this sensor right here and this metal is not reaching it, you can put a piece of aluminum or soda can, anything metal in there in between this here, and that will take off that faulty light or whatever alarm you have in your PTO panel. Now I'm gonna open this access door to see the behind the blade. Bear with me. All right. Now that's one bottle, and that's the other bottle. That pushes forward and back this blade right here. I'm gonna show you guys where the sensor is in. Where is that now? Let me crawl in here. All right, guys. So right there, right over there is the sensor. This one you can't bypass. If your blade's stuck or anything and you have an alarm that hasn't reached here, nothing is gonna work on this truck. Your best bet, if this wall is stuck and it's not reaching that sensor right here, your best bet is head to the dump whatever trash you have in here. Check along this line right here. If you have anything metal there preventing this wall from reaching the sensor, and that's your best bet for this one. You have one in both sides, so you have to check any metals in between that there are is not preventing your wall from coming all the way back, and you want and you not having a green light. Green light means it's gonna work. If you don't have no light, it's because obviously this wall hasn't reached the sensor. All right. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna show you actual scenarios on this part, what you could do, and this will help you out if you have any problems with the tailgate, the side access door, and the top door. If you have a faulty light here on one of these, actually, as you guys can see, the blade is halfway through the body, so I don't have a green light here. Let me turn the PTO on. If I bring it back, these lights, these two lights right here are gonna be green, so that means the system is okay to operate. All right. Right now I don't have a light because the blade is not back. Now it's back, so now I have a green light. For the blade, like I said, if your blade is stuck halfway, let's say somewhere around there, and you don't have no green light here, your best bet, brother, is not gonna come back. Your best bet is go dump whatever trash you have in the truck and start doing your route where you were where you left off. All right, so let me bring the blade back. Now I have a green light. For the side access door, this will blink orange or red on this truck. So if the door is not reaching that sensor, this is gonna be blinking orange. And I'm gonna show you guys what you could do to bypass that sensor if it's not reaching that the metal. I'm gonna show you guys. I have a magnet. I'm gonna show you guys what you could do. Let me open this. Let me open this door a little bit, and that's gonna. Alrighty, guys. I got the door a little open. I have a magnet. I'm gonna put it there, and you guys will see. Right now, I have a light going off, which is for the side door is going off. Obviously, the sensor is not being triggered. I'm gonna put this magnet in it, in between the crevices here. Bear with me, I'm working one hand. All right, you guys can see I put the magnet on the sensor. Now I don't have a faulty light. You guys can see it. All right. Now my PTO is gonna operate normally. You guys can see I have a green light. Now that's one way of doing it, you know, if this door is not reaching that sensor. Okay, now I'm gonna show you for that tailgate, if that happens too. If you have so much garbage and it's pushing that door out and that sensor is not touching the metal, you could put a magnet in there, and it's gonna let you operate your PTO. If that's being triggered, your arms and blades they're not gonna work. All right, I'm gonna show you the next. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna show you. Let me turn the PTO on again. I'm gonna show you for the tailgate. All right, right there. I have a faulty light. I have the alarm going off, and that's telling me that the blade is not completely closed. What I could do is to bypass this. Let's say I have a ton of garbage, it's pushing that door out and it's not letting it touch that sensor, the metal. I got a Red Bull can in here. You guys that alarm is gonna stop beeping. You guys hear that? It's going on. Alright. Now it's not going off, right? Alright, let me show you. I have a can of soda there. A Red Bull. Now I don't have a faulty light on my PTO panel, right? That's one way of bypassing it. Put a magnet in there or anything, you know. Let me take that soda, that Red Bull can out of there, and that alarm is gonna go off again. All right. All right, there you go. Let me close that. That's another scenario, guys. If that happens to you guys, that's one way of bypassing it. Let me close the tailgate. Now I'm gonna show you for the top door. All right, now it's closed, so it's not, that alarm's not gonna go off. I'm gonna show you for the top door now. Alrighty, guys, top door, I have a green light. As you guys can see, I opened it, I closed it a little bit. I have a faulty light. I'm gonna put a magnet on that sensor, and that's gonna stop that faulty light from going off. Let me crawl up that stairs, and I'll be showing you guys. Let me go up the stairs, and I'm gonna show you. All right, guys, I'm on top. I got my magnet. I'm gonna put it in between that sensor there, and we're gonna check for that faulty light now. I'm gonna crawl back down the stairs. Alrighty, guys, I'll crawl back down from the stairs. Let me put these gloves here for meantime. All right, as you guys can see, the door is halfway closed, and I have a faulty light here. All right, that's another scenario that you guys might run to. That door might not reach that sensor, and you're gonna have a faulty light here on your PTO. All right, that's one way bypassing it. Let me go climb up and take that magnet off that sensor and open the door completely. All right, guys, another take. The PTO consists of three things. If you don't have air, power, or hydraulic, the system won't work. All right, it will be disabled. The system will not work at all. Let me show you guys a little scenario here for you. If you have no air and if you have no power, hydraulic, I have my tank is full, so I can't demonstrate you guys that. All right, guys. Let's say we have no air, right, on the system. My PTO is on, right? Alarm is going off. I have a low air alarm. All right, look, PTO is not gonna work. All right, blade is not gonna work. It's not gonna move. Okay, it won't move. Now, once the system has air in it, builds air back up, and everything is gonna work. As you guys can see, arms don't work. They don't go up and down. All right. Now, let's build up air again. And I will show you guys if you don't have no power. I wish you have good enough air. Let me see. Yeah, we have enough air. Let's say I have no power, right? This is blade won't work, top door won't work, tailgate won't open, arms and forks will not work. All right. Same thing as if you don't have hydraulic, nothing's gonna work. All right. That's a little demonstration there for you guys to see that if you don't have no air, you have no hydraulic, and you have no power, the PTO will not work. All right. Now, that's my knowledge for the Magnolias. All right. And hey, take this as a little advice, tip, tricks, whatever you want to take it. It's just that I don't want to be held liable for any situation you guys ran out of there. Just a little disclaimer. I'm just a driver. I work for Direct Waste, and my name is Belvin. And hope you guys have a great day. All right, everything back to normal. Guys, just a little pointer, a little tip. If you guys are driving around on a front end garbage truck, never run your arms this way. That gives you a blind spot. It creates a blind spot. Whenever you're making a turn, you're going on a curve, that potentially could prevent you from looking at somebody on the sidewalk if they're trying to cross, or you could hit a vehicle while you're making a left turn or a right turn. Always ride with your arms all the way up here above your windshield. All right, this is how the truck is gonna look. That's the best way to do it. All right, don't you ever run with those arms right here under you, under the windshield, because that's a big no-no, man. It creates a huge blind spot right here, and it brings the truck a lot further out, and it's pretty tight for you to turn. All right, guys, that's one pointer. All right, guys, another thing, right? Let's say you guys have a container hooked up to your forks, and you're bringing it up, right? And your hopper is loaded with trash. Then again, you don't want to dump the whole container inside your hopper, right? Now, if you want to compact whatever trash landed there, let's say your container is tilted back, so it will prevent any more garbage from coming out of the can. Let's just say that, right? Your blade will not run on these Magnolias control panels, right? The only way your blade is gonna run is if you hit the override button right here. It should have the red light because the arms are up on the up position, but it doesn't. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe the sensor is not reading it, but this is your override right here. This override button, you press this and you press your blade manually, and it's gonna compact any trash you have in there. It's gonna compact it, and that's the only way your blade is gonna move. Now, if you want to bring the wall back, you don't need to press the override. It will it will come back manually, as you guys can see. All right, that's another pointer, another tip. And that will conclude our PTO control panel power takeoff. Little tips and tricks, you could say. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, guys, hit the like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on top. Leave any comments. I appreciate any comments, any feedbacks. Yeah, thank you guys, and have a great day.